Are they finally gone? That is the question being asked today about the English VTuber agency AkioAir. This being an agency last year hiring a VTuber that was not yet an adult, this event kicking off an exodus of all of their talents and revelations that their CEO was threatening legal action. You can check out our extensive episode about that with the link below. As now, AkioAir has posted an announcement of closure, stating this notice is intended to inform you that AkioAir will cease its operations as a VTuber agency effective immediately. And further, this decision was not made lightly. We understood that the public sentiment may not be the most favorable towards us, and to this day, many may still hold negative views against us. Despite the lack of response, we sincerely have taken your criticism to heart. Unfortunately, our investors have decided to pull out as the investment environment has been deemed too hostile against business owners, and the return on investment has yet to meet their expectations. As of this announcement, we've used our best efforts to finalize any outstanding matters, liquidated unused or discarded digital assets, provide mutual closure to any unresolved issues and business relationships, and completely transferred all rights to the respective parties in good standing. Moving forward, our legal firm will handle any further communication unrelated to liquidation, necessary legal actions, and unresolved disputes. We may, however, directly reply to any interest in our assets liquidation. Please contact at AkioAir.com for further inquiries. We thank you once again for your support. This announcement making many wonder about that last point regarding the assets liquidation. AkioAir had been set to debut a brand new wave before all of the talents had left, leaving them with numerous unused VTuber models that had not yet been debuted, leading many to wonder if AkioAir will be selling these VTuber models off now. While we also have that line, necessary legal actions. This bringing us to one of their former members, Athie, formerly Athena Nightingale, now working on her indie re-debut, and earlier this month sharing, unfortunately my palette cover was blocked and removed from YouTube due to the use of a copyrighted design I do not own the rights to anymore. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience, everyone. I will try to find a way for everyone to listen another way soon. This likely due to the music video featuring the Athena Nightingale design, which AkioAir is still claiming as their own. As here now, we have the copyright removal request that was sent to Athie for her palette cover music video, saying that the copyright content used was regarding the Athena Nightingale design by AkioAir, the ownership of this design even being contested by the artists themselves, stating that the content was found in the entire video. The removal request was issued by the AkioAir Corporation, and here once again, the CEO of AkioAir identifying himself with the contact info provided as Jason at AkioAir.com. So is this truly the last time we will be hearing from this English VTuber agency? That is after Athie would tweet out, "I won't give up hope." Athie the next day pointing out a SoundCloud account where the actual palette cover can be listened to, while going on to tease a brand new original song. That is next we turn to another former member of AkioAir, that being D the Spanx, showing off the silhouette with after a literal year of setbacks, body trauma, drama, broken computer, and lots of determined wiggles, D is finally coming to life, and also reacting to the AkioAir announcement with when a business closes for good, they're required to liquidate all assets. There may or may not be some amazing girls out there that deserve to get their models back. D is very excited to become a giant woman though, so D will not be reaching out to purchase. Adding, D has a lawyer reviewing what terms remain survivable when a company no longer exists. D has not been able to share. Many things were already said by the others, but D wants these things out of her heart for good. They deserve to know. We also have Kumako Moto, this bear tuber celebrating the demise as they were part of AkioAir's short-lived training program. Other users going to react with, "This is such a weird statement to put out when you haven't been active or even had talents for nearly half a year," alongside not even a bit of an apology from you. "I hope you can never hurt anyone ever again wherever you go. May you always feel unrest for being unremorseful. If you change, may you pay twice the full price of your actions. Let life not be comfortable for you." And also, I've been waiting for this announcement for 8 months now. Then again, I'm not surprised that it took investors pulling out to put the final nail in the coffin. As now we move to another English-speaking VTuber agency, VNU. The subject of one of our videos from last week regarding one of their former talents, Amano Serafi, now Alien Mixture, receiving a bill for nearly $500,000 from VNU, claiming that was the amount needed to get out of her contract. VNU, after that episode, sending out this notice, confirming that Serafi had requested to graduate on February 28th, and this agency finally acknowledging that request on March 21st, but not saying they would honor it. Instead stating, as the recent events have been damaging to the other talents currently working with VNU, we are obliged to make no choice but to take legal action accordingly. And now, earlier this morning at 3 a.m. Eastern, midnight Pacific, VNU would send out this announcement entitled Notice of Contract Termination with Amano Serafi, saying here, we would like to announce the termination of our talent contract with Amano Serafi as of March 18th, 2024. That being a week ago, and even before their last statement. This new statement sharing the sequence of events that led to this decision, saying in January of 2023, a 3-year exclusive contract was signed by mutual consent between VNU and Serafi. In March of the same year, she made her debut as a member of VNU's Gen 2 Solstice. Serafi had since been a valued talent and member of VNU. She was paid considerable support money for 10 months, including her training period. She was also provided with time off on request and was offered continuous support with her activities as a content creator. Looking back, it has not always been easy for us to work with her, as we had to change and reassign her a new manager 4 times to meet her needs, but we believed it was all part of the process. However, on February 2nd of 2024, Serafi requested the early termination of her contract by compensation. In response to Serafi's request, we brought up concerns about the financial burden that could be put on her when offering compensation for the early termination. We asked if she was open to negotiation, but she was firm with her decision. After that, Serafi officially asked us to give her an estimate of the amount she may have to pay to terminate the contract and compensation for our loss and damages. We accordingly gave her a calculated amount with a full breakdown. This full breakdown, as seen on a Legal Mindset stream, being so full that it even included a line item of etc., and then asking for thousands of US dollars for that alone, alongside other line items, totaling nearly $500,000. This notice continues despite voluntarily requesting the procedure for termination by compensation. On February 28th, Serafi informed us that she would stop communicating with us. She added that she was not obligated to pay the amount and that the future communication should be made through legal action. After her unexpected response, we had been internally discussing ways to resolve the issue amicably. We also had not pursued any form of legal action or officially charged Serafi with the amount that was discussed. However, since our last interaction, she has engaged in public online activities that has been damaging to the talents and the company. Most of her claims were exaggerated and misleading. She gave us no choice but to terminate her contract and pursue legal action for the breaches she made since cutting off communication, and with us including non-disclosure agreement violations and making false claims. We hope this announcement can prevent further speculation and misunderstanding about the situation. On April 18th, 2024, all content on Serafi's channel will be switched to private, and all Serafi's social media accounts will be closed. We apologize for any inconvenience or concern caused to the talents and the fans of VNU due to the unexpected event. Sincerely, VNU Entertainment. This being a South Korean agency specializing in English VTubers, and with Serafi being based in the United States, it still remains to be seen if they will be taking actual legal action against this talent within an American court. At the exact same time as that particular notice, VNU would send out another notice saying we would like to make an announcement on the refunds for purchases made on Amano Serafi's channel, providing a refund request form, and further stating we would like to inform you about the refunds for super chats, super stickers, channel memberships, and merch purchases that have been made for Amano Serafi's channel from December 2023 to March 2024. Saying it usually takes 2 months for the revenue generated on a channel to be reflected in a talent's monthly payment because it goes through both YouTube and internal payment processes. The revenue generated on Serafi's channel in November of 2023 has been properly processed and reflected on Serafi's monthly payment in January of 2024. However, the processing for the revenue generated in December 2023 could not be completed due to the situation in February 2024. This particular talent saying they had not been paid for December or January activities as of March of 2024, but this document in no way, shape, or form saying if that talent will be receiving that money or the 4,000 US dollars that she had raised from a donathon. Users reacting to this with, you already announced her graduation, what is the point of doing all this? So disrespectful to her and just plainly disappointing. I don't think it was necessary to relay all this information to paint her in such a negative light and puts your image in a very precarious this position. Not sure what direction you want to take your company to, but it probably won't be easy. The disgusting part is that you want to charge her for wanting to leave your company, not even mentioning the peak pettiness in the statement. I'm amazed that you think these kind of practices would still work in 2024. Acting like this will be your company's downfall. And I'm calling your bluff. There's no way you're going to get a lawyer to prosecute after your laughably bad actions, not to mention US law not being in your favor. As perhaps now things are in the favor of Idol EN's Pochi Wanmaru. That talent earlier having cut off contact with her agency, that being Idol, another English-speaking VTuber agency. Pochi releasing this information on her personal outside of Idol account, where she is the VTuber Finn Riru. Both Idol and Finn now releasing statements announcing the graduation of her agency persona, Pochi Wanmaru. The two parties now coming to an agreement on how this VTuber would exit the company. Idol stating Pochi has been a valued member of our Idol English branch since its foundation. We recognize her contributions and wish her success in her future endeavors. Finn going on to release her own statement and also speak further on the matter on stream.
A lot of people deserve just like an apology in general, because I feel really bad for the way things went down. There was a long bout of silence. I really wish I'd been able to do more, but I think there was only so much I could do at the time. I don't know, it just made me really sad because I know a lot of people were worried about me, and I know how like terrible some people must have felt, like, oh, what's going on, you know? And that was never my intention to just like disappear. Now I'm just happy that we can catch up and talk again. Ideally, it shouldn't have happened at all, but it's fine now. It's okay. Obviously, I don't expect people to forgive me or to keep supporting me if they don't want to. And I genuinely do not blame anyone for being angry or fearful or confused or disappointed. It's never easy, and I know it can get really hopeless sometimes. People are entitled to their own feelings, and that's okay. Ultimately, I think you do what you think is best for you, and do what makes you feel happy. Me and my previous agency, we basically came to a mutual agreement, and we want to move on from this. Yeah. I've seen how some agencies have treated departures, and this is different, and I'm glad that they worked it out with me. Genuinely, again, no matter what, I'm glad I met the people I did. They're really passionate and hardworking people there, and they also deserve to be happy. Let's do our best to keep going, even if it means to keep going our separate ways. I learned from this, and I will not let myself be financially vulnerable again. I use this thing called, it's a very magical thing. It's called credit cards. And this is how I was able to move for the most part and pay for when I needed to pay. So I ended up having to use most of my savings to cover some of that. Like I said, I'm glad that Idol is working it out with me. We'll see how that goes, but I think I'll be okay. I really don't want people to feel like they have to support me. Genuinely, if you want your refunds, go get them. Genuinely, don't feel bad for me. I've always been okay with just doing my thing. For people who have been waiting for me to come back or have been there for a long time, you know that I'm happy with just a cozy, small community, like I'm good. I do not plan to join another agency ever.
This indie VTuber also tweeting out, "Thank you so much. I am not good with words, but I'm very grateful. I will continue to do my best." Lorelei Locke replying with, "I'm so sorry you had to deal with this, Finn, as it was clearly stressful and frustrating, but I'm glad you were able to talk it out with your former agency. I look forward to seeing your future endeavors, and I'm wishing you nothing but success and happiness moving forward." Other users reacting with, "I'm glad that you were able to come to an understanding. It is better to be able to end things like this, even if it is still sad that it had to end. Hope things work out for you and still plan to support you in what you choose to do next. Further, I'm sad to see you leave Idol, but I am glad that it was on agreeable terms. I wish you luck in your future activities. Please take care of yourself. Idol Corporation stating further information regarding merchandise will be posted at a later date. While also reacting to that news was Maria with V4 Mirai, saying hoping for health and happiness to her and the rest of the Idol talents. Pixelink's Nebi Nebu offering this goodbye Pochi, that while Idol has now posted this, stating Idol is expanding and currently seeking for more talent managers. If you've ever wanted to work for a VTuber agency, this is your opportunity, saying this is a full-time position with a flexible schedule and fully remote. While now we turn to the Singapore-based virtual entertainment agency VReverie, who had entered into 2024 with 8 active English-speaking talents and now currently only has 1 left. That is VReverie's Salmon Lordette Salmon has announced her hiatus, stating my return date hasn't yet been decided, while yet another 3 talents have graduated from the agency this month, and including Lorelia, her last message reading, I love you to the moon and back. And now this past weekend, we had the Demon Queen, Rana, graduating and leaving with a thanks for everything bros, and then right after graduating was Akiko, lastly stating, thank you so much for everything, I love you all so much, and will always do. Sam is still on hiatus, remarking, my cutie senpai's gone before my very eyes, as having graduated back in February was Ophelia Midnight. On February 11th, leaving with The Phantom has found her peace. And until the very end, I'm glad I got to hold on to you as tight as I possibly could. Thank you for making this dead lady feel so alive. I'll never forget any of it, always and forever. Then 3 days later, on Valentine's Day, coming back from the dead and posting Happy Valentine's Day, I miss you, I love you, always and forever. Receiving back a Beesh, you're in the grave, you can't make me sob like this. That message coming from the last active member with VReverie, Nova Awikami. This time last week, Ophelia coming back from the dead yet again, saying happy anniversary Nova, I love you silly gecko. Nova in turn tweeting out, Ophi texted me happy anniversary, BRB gonna sob. As further, Ophelia Midnight, once again, long gone from VReverie, would further post, happy 2 years Callus, I'm sorry I can't be with you, I really wanted to. I wish you a wonderful 3rd year. Callus will always be 3. Ophelia 2 days later, also coming back from the dead, wishing a happy anniversary to Lorelia, despite that talent having been graduated for 4 days. Nova now being the last active talent and with potential sponsorship duties still, now announcing an outfit debut set for March 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. This all while things are still coming to an end for PRISM Project. This agency set to close at the end of this month, with the vast majority of their talents set to go indie. Nana Asteria this morning tweeting out 7 days left of PRISM. Let's enjoy the final week. Mako Samashima remarking, I'm trying not to think about it, but we really only have 1 week of PRISM left, huh? I'm sad to think about stuff like this, but my love for all the talents will live infinitely. Further with PRISM, we have Omiya Emma hitting 90,000 YouTube subscribers and stating we are almost there to reach 100K. Can we finally get Silver Plate Year? I'm going to work harder and make you all proud of me. Earlier tweeting out, I just want to be happy. It's really tiring and I'm trying my best. And then, okay, enough of sad posting. I'm gonna stare at anime booba. Now bringing us over to this announcement, only 3 days left. There's still time to pick up the Shikimi Shino Birthday 2024 merchandise. Asking, don't you want to rest your wrist on the soft and beautiful mouse pad? PRISM Project also earlier announcing 1 week left to get your very own PRISM Project Gen 2 special anniversary t-shirt and tapestry. This all while numerous PRISM members have been incredibly busy this month. Iku Hoshi Fury of the first gen, releasing with her gen mates an original song, as Araka Luto of Gen 2 would release a cover song, while also being locked out of Twitter for violent speech. Araka tweeting out to her gen member about Doraemon, I want to watch him get shot. Further, Gen 3 of PRISM Project would release their very own cover song. This after finally receiving brand new outfits, as now we have this surprise, that being that there are even more outfit debuts scheduled. That being for 4th gen members Sara Nagare, Naki Kamazuki, and Nan Anon. Further, there's a brand new cover from PRISM Project Gen 5, Ami Amimi remarking PRISM Gen 5 will be forever and ever no matter what. And that's not all. PRISM Project still promising 3D chibi models to come, saying look forward to the PRISM agents reveals soon. As soon this weekend, we have WeebCon in Dallas, Texas. That turning us to Uwu Market's Uwu Land. Uwu Market saying we have a very special VTuber experience area planned for Uwu Land this year. This area will showcase all of the people that make this community what it is and take a attendees and fans alike through a journey to understand what VTubers are and what it takes behind the scenes to become a VTuber. Earlier, also making this announcement, the moment you've all been waiting for, Uwuland 2024 presents exclusive live performances by Numi, Bao, Cinder, and Waifu Baby. Numi tweeting out this artwork and asking, "Lay with me," and now sharing, "Last night a bunch of my close friends and family came over from everywhere to watch me do a silly mock performance, and I'm still crying about it now. I'm so grateful to be surrounded by the best people and the best community a gal could ask for." The night before, tweeting this out, "Hello Nam, drunk and on the toilet. Just wanted tonlet up all. No, uber swip swag, and is so cool. Uarar, XD, women." Bichojo's Matara Khan remarking, "You're doing amazing, sweetie." Scoo-chan here with, "She is making me blush when she talks like that." Saroe replying, "Don't forget to drink water before bed, Numi." And Juniper saying, "Everyone else get back. I understand her." And speaking of drinking, we also have the Noomba Party, an event featuring the Oshi Bar, serving drinks like the Bowberry Blast, Womp on the Beach, Mop Silk, Cosmic Dust, Hellfire, Chaos, Simp Juice, Black Mold, and Touching Grass. As further attending WeebCon through Uwuland, our special guests Twin, Hicks, Aru, Ellie, Vexoria, Camellia, Tob, Captain Hannah, Rainho, and many others, including Toma, now celebrating her YouTube partnership. As further, there will be virtual guests, including Sugi, Mega, Leafeons, Sayu, Coconuts, Milky Ways, and among others, Mooney. And that's not all, as we also have special guests Phoenix and Tricky Wee. Those two joining Elle on stream last night for yet another episode of Who's That VTuber, alongside the Hellhound Wolf VTuber Cinder, herself planning 3 different meet and greets at WeebCon along with a panel. And seen here saying, "I love my friends," celebrating 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, and alongside Daryl Vanessa Barnes releasing Hellfire Harmonies, the Cinder background music collection. That is like so many other VTubers, Cinder has her own imposters on TikTok, but she was still winning big last night, correctly guessing 4 out of the 4 secret contestants, which included yours truly alongside Phoenix, and voice actress Cottontail, plus the cringe weredog indie virtual content creator Buff Pup, graciously subbing in at the last minute, and also teaming up with Novel Horizons. Buff's figurine with that company now being shipped out to fans worldwide, including this gracious fan in Germany, while Novel Horizons would also announce its big Corpa time. Don't forget to pick up your new mini Buff Pup brand Corpa Pup Big Business Pup. In collaboration with Buff Pup, this minifigure is part of the Mighty Mascots line of figurines. Buff Pup posting out 2 days ago, less than 30 more days till I burn all these little Corpa Pups. You think I'm joking? I'll actually purposely melt them this time, unless you order them now. That is, Buff Pup is also set to attend WeebCon both IRL and virtual thanks to Novel Horizons, who will further be hosting Cottontail at the event. This buntuber remarking on her performance last night on Elle's stream, saying, "So apparently I move so weirdly on stream that people can tell who I am when I'm using a completely different model? Who was gonna tell me this, bro? My streamin' has been exposed." Cottontail VA further exposed in this tweet, not only noticed by the Community Notes Violating People account on Twitter.com, but also as Cottontail's tweet would be community noted. And further visiting WeebCon alongside Novel Horizons is VShojo's Giga, Juniper, Grimmy, Basil Wolf, Eye Candy, Shia Bun, Rose Doodle, and Pumpkin Potion, who believes that Stephen King insists upon himself. Also today, we're checking back in with Code Miko, still working on the launch of the Mikoverse. This app now available to be wishlisted on Steam, and soon set to launch a Kickstarter. Miko tweeting out, "Hey guys, after consideration, I've decided to delay the Kickstarter 2 more weeks, the new date being April 9th. The launch is so important to the project that we need a bit more time to finesse the delivery of the campaign correctly. It'll greatly help our visibility as well and our traction to be successful. I'm moving all my plans to April 9th. Sorry about the change, everyone. I have to change my hype trailers." As very lastly today, we turn to OBSKUR, a broadcasting application built in Unreal Engine 5 and promising new tracking tools for VTubers, but now unfortunately sending out this notice of closure, saying it is with a heavy heart that we announce our departure from the virtual space. Over the past 3 years, we have enjoyed creating and building an application that broke barriers and expectations in content creation, and want to thank those who supported us along the way. Due to the heightened focus on its core business, Movella has decided to limit investments in non-core businesses. Accordingly, the OBSKUR platform will no longer be active effective March 31st, 2024. Thank you all once again for your support support, keep pushing boundaries, and continue making your stream unreal. Signed, the OBSKUR team. One of those team members being the very talented Art Gun, saying, I will no longer be acting as art director for OBSKUR. Thank you, Movella, for the opportunity to meet some amazing people. I really enjoyed my time. As that is all for this episode, as always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. Send in your VTuber news to our Discord, as we'll have more things VTubers say for you soon.